Hello? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. We're back once again for the fourth day in a row, I want to say. The fourth day in a row, the fourth watch along in as many days. We're back, and this time it is for Chelsea. The semi-final second leg is upon us. It almost feels like the sooner this is out the way, the better, because honestly, it's the least important game out of the two on show tonight. Obviously, there are Europa League games as well. Bodo Glimt and Tottenham, I think, and Athletic Club or Athletic Bilbao versus Manchester United. But the focus is on Chelsea versus DJURGARDEN. We've got a 4-1 lead on aggregate, and as for the reason for that being that we are obviously going to be looking at another game in particular. That is Fiorentina versus Real Betis. It's 2-1 to the visitors in that game. And so, yeah, it's only fitting that if should we, typically or technically have 1 foot already in the Conference League final, it only makes sense that we keep an eye on the other game of who we may play in that game on the 28th of May, I think it is. 28th of May, of course, I'll be bringing you the Conference League final coverage all day that day and the day before with build-up and news and all sorts. No doubt, we're going to be playing with our strongest possible 11 on that day. However, today, it does seem as though Mr. Enzo Maresca has learnt his lesson. He's taken a page out of many of our books of resting players ahead of a very, very big game. And whilst this is on paper a very big game in the significance of the league, the aggregate score makes it so that we do have the ability to rest players. 4-1 on aggregate, but this is the starting 11 for today. On the bench, we'll start with Sanchez, Bergstrom, Colwill, Chalobah, Antwi, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke, Pedro Neto, Shin Maheka, and Nicholas Jackson, all on the bench. And it only makes sense, as I say, that we showcase just the star power that there is in that subs bench. Because on the field, I wouldn't say it's completely the opposite or a totally different story. But it is, of course, a Conference League starting 11. Jorgensen in goal. Is that what we're going with? Gusto at right back. I can't remember the last time Gusto played at right back as a starter in quite some time. He's on this side. We've got Cucurella at left back. And in the middle, we have Tosin Adarabioyo and Benoit Badiashile back in the starting 11. And it begged the question. It did beg the question. And, I mean, there's one man in particular who's starting today, which, again, grinds my gears because it does seem as though he has been resigned to or dropped to these, I don't want to say lesser games, but when you have an absolutely critical game on Sunday and an early kickoff at that against Newcastle, it begs the question as to whether or not this man, being Reece James, if I can get him up on the screen, Reece James starts in centre mid again in the Conference League. Meaning, and it meant that in the last game, he started against DJURGARDEN in the first game last week. And again, I had debates with Alex and his goons as to whether or not James would start against Liverpool. He didn't. Despite everyone else saying that, oh, he will. He's started plenty of games after starting on Thursday. I can recall maybe once that being the case. In this instance, We have a game here today at 8 p.m. UK time. And then we have a turnaround for a Sunday game against Newcastle United, where the game kicks off at 12 p.m. midday. So if you think James, our captain, is going to be featuring from the get-go against Newcastle, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's fucking unlikely. I'll tell you that much for free. Alongside him, I was worried because looking at our team, you would suspect that it is more than likely that one of either Lavia, Enzo Fernandez, or Moises Caicedo, our player of the year or player of the season, would have to start in some capacity, as there's only so many centre midfields. And with Dewsbury Hall leading the line in Palmer's position, if I can find him here, KDH, it is none other than Joshua Achimpong who gets the call up to play alongside Reece James. I'm not upset about that in any way, shape or form. What I am upset about, and it's the only thing I'm upset about, is the fact that James is starting again in a Conference League game, knowing full well he will not feature in a Premier League game, at least as a starter against Newcastle. And surely that is the more important thing in this moment, at this time. Surely James wants to be a part of that lineup. Maybe, just maybe, this is Enzo Maresca kind of hinting, you know, you are our captain, so you've got to play in some capacity, but you're not in my plans. This Caicedo at right back, you know, malarkey, not that he plays at right back, but this Caicedo in the back four situation does seem as though that is what he's going to be moving forward with in the future. Up top, we are going with the poster boy for today's watch along, and that is Tyreek George playing up top on his own. Obviously didn't do too well in the last fixture, but I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm thinking that he will, of course, have a much better game today, playing at home in front of the home crowds. A semi-final, no less. We'll be looking to see him have a great performance. On the left-hand side, we have Jadon Sancho, who makes his way into the starting 11 in this game. And on his other side, on the right-hand side, we have the introduction, the first start, the third youngest player to play for Chelsea in our history, I think. Is that the statistic I saw? It is Reggie Walsh, who had an absolute beauty of a cameo of 3 minutes or whatever it was in the game against DJURGARDEN last Thursday. It would probably do us a world of confidence to see. As fans, it would see us a world of confidence to see a player like Reggie Walsh. There's no picture for him, I must say. I couldn't find a profile picture for him in in any way, shape, or form. So he's a bit blacked out on this one. But I think out of all of the decisions, that is the one I'm most excited to see, just what he can provide for us down that right-hand side in this game. It's going to be a great game. I wouldn't say it's going to be a great game, but it's going to be a game. Nevertheless, it's going to be a game that, truth be told, and if we go back to the main screen, as I said at the start, we have got Fiorentina versus Betis on at the same time. I'm going to be focusing probably on that game more than the Chelsea game because, like I said, 4-1 in the reverse fixture. It's not really that big of a deal in the scheme of things. Glenn with a prediction of 4-0. I myself am going to have to agree with that. I'm going to go with 4-0 as well. That's what I was coming into this with. I just don't see us conceding in a game like this as well. With the confidence we've got at the moment after beating Liverpool, we're unbeaten in quite some time. Besides the Legia Warsaw, I think the last game we lost was against Arsenal. And so it's been a while. It has been a while. It really has, in fact, been a while. So hopefully we can carry on this great form into the remainder of the season. We've got Newcastle on Sunday. We've got, obviously, DJURGARDEN today, Newcastle on Sunday, Manchester United next Friday, and then the following Sunday, it's the final Premier League game of the season. Can you believe it? We've had quite the time here on this channel, and we've built the channel up even more so with the introduction of more watch-alongs and all sorts, but it's been a pleasure, as always, to do another season, and next season it's going to be bigger and better than ever, and I look forward to each and every one of you being there for the ride. Next season, we've got Champions League football if it stays the way it does. So, again, whilst I don't necessarily personally believe that Champions League football is something that we are ready for, am I going to be excited that we're going to be streaming watch-alongs for Chelsea in the Champions League? You best believe that I will, of course, be excited for that eventuality. But we, of course, have to get through Newcastle. I think if we can win against Newcastle, it is pretty much a done deal, to be completely honest with you. We look at the remaining fixtures. If this is not up to date, let me just quickly update this for you. There we go. These are the remaining fixtures. And as it stands, we are projected to get more or less 1.5 points more than Nottingham Forest. We obviously still have to play them on the final day, but first it's Newcastle away, Manchester United at home. I'm quite looking forward to that United game, purely because we're either going to have a complete and utter nightmare, as Chelsea typically do, against Manchester United, or it's going to be an absolute peppering. It's a game for sure that we can bolster and improve our goal difference, that's for sure. And that should be the main focus. Obviously getting the 3 points, but past that is getting our goal difference up and through the roof, because out of those 3 games, that's the biggest chance that we have to do just that. Just over 15 minutes to go until kickoff. Please do smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel, of which there will be a Newcastle preview out tomorrow. I posted earlier today the Rudiger news to Chelsea. Whilst it might not necessarily be concrete rumours, they're rumours nonetheless. So please check that out at some point as well. But of course, Newcastle preview tomorrow. No stream, although I will be watching the Coventry game at the pub, because I'm out tomorrow, you best believe. I have earned it this week. My God, we've done a stream every single day. I'm back on Saturday for the Aston Villa versus Bournemouth game. And of course, on Sunday, we've got Newcastle. So naturally, it's been a very, very busy week, to say the least. Who wants to walk with Elijah? Do you mean walk with Elias? Up the Chelsea, says Stephen Gaddy. We are 50 people. If we can get to 50 likes before the game kicks off. I understand it's not an important game, so I'm not expecting a big turnout for this game, to be completely honest. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it's a bigger turnout for the games that we've had this week more than today, because it's a Thursday. People are tired. They don't really want it. People don't care about this game. It's, you know, people are going to be watching the Betis game as well. As I said, so will I. It's a strange one, isn't it? It's a really strange one that I've never been less excited for a semi-final in a European Cup in my life. And we've been in plenty during my 29 years on this planet. But you best believe this one, it just doesn't have that feeling to it, because, again, we've pretty much already done it. If, for whatever reason, we don't go through tonight, I think realistically we need to just call the season to an end, because, I mean, surely not. Surely we can't lose. I mean, we might lose on the day. I mean, we lost against Legia Warsaw. So there's nothing to suggest that we couldn't lose today. But might I remind you, we would have to lose 4-0. 4-0 in order to be eliminated today. And should we concede 3 and it goes to penalties, then of course it's getting a little bit shaky. But all the same, surely it's not even remotely possible. It's obviously possible. But come on. I mean, I will be cheering on Man United in the Europa League final like they are Chelsea, to be completely honest with you. If you were watching, if you were here for the stream yesterday for the PSG Arsenal game, it's a fantastic turnout, a really big stream for the occasion. So thank you to everyone that did tune in for that. What I can say is I was celebrating that PSG goal as if, you know, it was a Chelsea goal. Will I be celebrating Manchester United winning the Europa League if they can get Tottenham, to lose? I absolutely best believe it. We can't have Tottenham having a European Cup. You know, the Conference League. If they won the Conference League, I wouldn't be so bothered because it is like they'd obviously joke about it, and if we ever sing, songs about having a European Cup and Tottenham not. But if they won the Conference League, then they'd obviously have the right to sing that, tongue in cheek. But the Europa League is no joke. I say that whilst a 16th and 17th placed Premier League side, respectively, are in the final, also it seems. But it begs the question on I actually think, in fact, I actually suggested this a couple of weeks ago, or maybe last week, is that the quality, in fact, I said this on playback and I got a lot of backlash for it, was the Conference League this season, at least in the final, is of better quality. It's of higher caliber than this year's Europa League, which is bizarre to say. It's bizarre to say. But I do believe that the Conference League, Chelsea, obviously a lot better than Tottenham and United this season. Real Betis, Fiorentina, arguably much better than Manchester United and Tottenham as well. You know, would you disagree? I don't think so. 5th in Prem, 8th in La Liga. Exactly. I'm interested to see. Realistically, this game is a game for the youngsters to field, some of their talents, Once again, looking at this lineup, I expect nothing less than a clean sheet from Jorgensen. I think it would be rather frustrating for him. And not only that, I think a clean sheet or not could be the deciding factor as to whether or not Jorgensen starts the final. Because I just have a sneaking suspicion, whilst we will be playing our strongest possible 11, I would imagine, on the final, or rather in the final, I think it would be incredibly harsh for Maresca to drop Jorgensen in favour of Robert Sanchez, considering Jorgensen has obviously taken the Conference League for the majority, if not the whole season, So, you could only give him that right, I suppose. But I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset. I would be upset. I wouldn't be surprised if Sanchez starts over Jorgensen. I'm hoping for a better performance from Gusto than we've seen over the last few months, if not this season, because I would go as far as to say that Gusto might be our worst player this season in terms of players who were really good last season. Obviously, Badia Shields up there in terms of absolutely terrible. But in terms of comparing them to last season to this season, Malo Gusto he's got to be the one that's dropped off the fucking side of the earth the most. Farmer Matt, I'm doing great, thank you. Good to see you in the chat once again. It's another one for Tossin and Badia Shield, who I'm more than happy with in this context in the Conference League. Can't really complain. Kukurea, would I have preferred? Would I have preferred? Because I'm assuming Amugu isn't, because he's not even on the bench, so I'm assuming Amugu isn't eligible for Conference League. I'm feeling if James was going to play, I would have preferred James and Gusto on the wing backs or on the right and left back, and to rest Kukurea. But I suppose you can't rest everyone. We've rested pretty much everyone. But for me, Kukurea is absolutely a player that I would have really liked to have seen rested for Newcastle. But, you know, he's an absolute nightmare of a fitness fiend. Galdog tendencies, that's for sure. And the chances of him starting against Newcastle on Sunday, absolutely massive. You can absolutely guarantee it. Do we have another left back? I don't think so, unless I'm mistaking someone. Gusto should still be on the list. I don't know if people will be making the list today. I don't have the energy for getting frustrated at this game because we are virtually through. But should we fuck things up, I might, you know, get a little bit leery. You never know. You have to wait and see. I'm hoping Achimpong has a fantastic game. I have a feeling James is going to get taken off at half-time because he typically does. But that would also suggest that either one of Caicedo or Enzo will be coming on, which no one wants to see them come on. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see Enzo Fernandez or Moises Caicedo play today. For the love of God, I don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it. Dewsbury Hall, he's been one of the shining lights in our Conference League campaign, and I suspect that he's going to have a very good game here again. Lavia's not on the bench, Glenn, so you know I'm assuming that wouldn't be possible, but I get what you're trying to say. Reggie Walsh, if he can pull off an assist or even better, a goal, I would be a very, very happy man, as would most of the people in Stamford Bridge or at Stamford Bridge, and a lot of people in the chat. Well, it's bound to be. It's bound to be an interesting game, that's for sure. I'm sure the crowd are going to be up for it for him, for his sake, and much like that, they'll be up for Tyreek George as well, who starts once again up top, and hopefully he can perform a little bit better than he did in the previous game that he played up top. Jadon Sancho. Anyway, it's almost time. Just over 5 minutes to go, and I'm interested to see how this goes. Obviously, as I said, I'll be keeping an eye on the game between Fiorentina and Betis. We'll have the score up there and everything. I'll update the aggregate and all that stuff. And yeah, no doubt Sancho will shine tonight. I was only joking, but it's one of those games. He's shone the most in the Conference League. I feel like that's where he's been stat padding the most. For those, Rudy saying there's a lot of Union Jacks around the bridge today. It's VE Day, isn't it? VE Day. So that would be as to why. There's quite a few Union Jacks on my road today. I did wake up and think, what's going on? VE Days tomorrow? It's today. We hate Tottenham. Chelsea. Chelsea. Again, please do like the stream. If we can get to 50 likes before the first whistle kicks off the game, that would be fantastic. 15 likes away, and we can... How come the Liquidator is played at Stamford Bridge? It's our song, isn't it? West Brom fans would suggest that it's theirs. Everyone knows it's not. It's just, you know. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. Please do like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Newcastle preview out tomorrow. We've got Bournemouth versus Aston Villa watch along on Saturday at 5:30, and then we of course have Newcastle versus Chelsea on Sunday. It's hotting up. It's very close to the end of the season. After today, we have 3 more games in the Premier League and a potential final, of which we find out if we're going to get into the final of the Conference League here today. It's a tall order. It's a big ask of these boys. Can they live up to this monumental occasion? I'm a little bit nervous. Why risk Reece in this game? Because Maresca is a bit of a fucking pillock. He's got everything else right, let's be fair. I feel like the starting 11 is, for the most part, and we'll have a look at it again right away, right now. So it's Jorgensen in goal, Cucurella and Gusto at right and left back respectively, with Tosin and Badiashile in centre back. Joshua Achimpong moves forward into the centre midfield role alongside our captain, Reece James. Kevin De Bruyne, for fuck's sake. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. Kiernan Dewsbury De Bruyne is in the Palmer role, with Reggie Walsh getting his first starts for the club in his senior debut. Jadon Sancho on the left with George up top. It's Sanchez, Bergstrom, Colwill, Chalobah, Antwi, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke, Pedro Neto, Shimaheka, and Nicholas Jackson on the bench for the Blues today. Reggie Walsh, is he 17 or is he 18? He is 16. Jesus Christ. 16 years of age. My God. He is young. But yeah, in terms of that starting 11, I think if you were going to play James anyway, I would have preferred that he played him. Well, I don't know, because this centre midfield role is designed to stop him getting injured. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening with James. Something in my gut, something in the depths of my ball bag is telling me that James isn't destined to be at Chelsea much longer, and it pains me to say, it kills me inside. But why on earth would he be starting every single Conference League game, and then meaning that he won't start in the games against he's resting him for next season? Is he? Just don't play him at all. Just seems strange. I'm hoping that's the case. I really am hoping that is the case. Wishful thinking, I believe. Let's get the game on between Fiorentina and Real Betis. And we're underway. We're underway. Again, please smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. We are on 51 likes, so thank you very much for that. It's end o'clock. Hey! It's end o'clock. Thank you very much. We'll keep the sole focus on Chelsea versus DJURGARDEN, but of course I do have the game between Betis, or Fiorentina and Betis, at the same time, just because you want to know. You want to see. You're keeping a focus on who we might be playing in the final, after all. So it makes sense. Reggie Walsh, not involved there. It was Dewsbury Hall with the foul. I thought it was going to be Reggie Walsh with the foul, but no. And Fiorentina, Betis underway. Achimpong put a bit under pressure there. Achimpong back to Badiashile, all the way back to Jorgensen. I feel like the Fiorentina game is going to be that of... I mean, Achimpong's been dispossessed about 3 times here, and DJURGARDEN are in with a chance. Sliced it, but it was a big opportunity there to seize on the slip there. Achimpong, as I said, been dispossessed or made a mistake twice already in the first minute. I tell you another reason as to why I don't want to play against Betis is they were saying that Real Betis have been in the last 2 Conference League finals and have lost both of them. So, third time's a charm. And I don't want to be on the receiving end of that, especially with a vicious Anthony facing us as well. Here's Tyreek George, Sancho. Lovely steps from him. Cheeky ball roll. DJURGARDEN fans interviewed before the game saying that they know they're going to lose. It's virtually impossible for them to get a place in the final, but they are going to out-sing the Chelsea faithful nevertheless, which, I'll be honest, I would be in... If I was alone in the away stands, I think I would out-sing Stamford Bridge. If it was just me on my Todd, I think I would out-sing the rest of Stamford Bridge. It's got to be said. It's not a flex, really, is it? To out-sing Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. It's pretty much a given. Achimpong. Reggie Walsh playing down the left-hand side. Unsure what this formation is, to be completely honest with you, because Walsh is down the left, but so is Jadon Sancho. But Tyreek George is also definitely playing up top. Maybe Sancho's playing up top, and Tyreek George is... Yeah, I think Sancho's the main man. He's the forward man. But then Walsh is playing centrally. He's very central. Brilliantly picked up by Achimpong. Storming forward right from centre-back. Sancho. Walsh. I'm unsure where Walsh is meant to be playing. He's fucking everywhere. Gusto. Can he get the cross off? Fuck me. Man. Under no pressure whatsoever there. I've seen people debating whether or not we try and get something from Gusto in the window, in the transfer window, and I've seen a lot of people also rebuttal that with, you know, he was one of our best players last season. And now he's had a bit of a blip. People are ready to up and sell him. The issue is, He has had such a bad season. Such a bad season. It seemed as though Gusto's in-swingers or out-swingers, whatever the one, where you curl it towards the byline and in, like away from, no, towards goal. Those used to be virtually a cheat code. Virtually a cheat code, having Gusto occupying that right-hand side and whipping it in. It made a lot of people forget all about Reece James. Truth be told, myself included. There was a moment last season where Gusto was so good that the idea of James coming back wasn't necessarily that big a deal for a lot of people. Whereas this season, my good God, is he ass. I'm not saying necessarily that I would be happy with us selling him, but if we did, could you be that upset, you know, after what we've had to see this season from him? Like there, with the cross, completely unchallenged and just blazes it high and wide. Crazy. I'm not going to be too hard on him, even if it is past his bedtime. We'll allow Wall should be one of the only players that we allow. Would you buy Sancho, Harry, or pay United to take him back? I personally would pay to. 25 million beans is not that much in today's market, and Jadon Sancho is a player who probably is worth more than 25 million beans. You know, just about. I just think 5 million to give him back is probably the bigger bargain, you know, and I'm standing at the bar with Trevor Chalobah. But yeah, I would suggest that, I don't know. I really am not that bothered if he stays or goes, to be honest with you. So if he stays, cool. If he goes, see ya. See ya. Couldn't give a hoot. You know. All right, how much water are we're gonna drink today, boys and girls? I'm assuming a lot. Oh yeah. Gotta stay hydrated. I think it's awkward as he's picked up some form recently, but at the start he was dire. Mate, I think this whole, like, he's picked up form thing is such a fraud. It's like fraudulent. He's done really well in the Conference League. He's been fucking ass in the Premier League. His stats in the Premier League are shambles. It's an absolute shambles. Let me get up his fucking statistics, shall I? Sancho. Premier League. Liverpool, no goals, no assists, yellow card. Everton, no goals, no assists. Fulham, no goals, no assists. Ipswich, obviously scored a goal, no assists. Brentford, no goals, no assists. Tottenham, no goals, no assists. Arsenal, the same again. Leicester, same again there. Southampton, same there. Villa, same there. Brighton, no goals, no assists. West Ham, no goals, no assists. Man City, no goals, no assists. Wolves, you guessed it, no goals, no assists. Bournemouth, now, yeah, you'd be surprised. But don't be, because no goals and no assists. Crystal Palace, no goals, but he did get an assist. Ipswich, no goals, no assists. Fulham, no goals, no assists. Everton, the same again. Brentford, it's the same again. And then, of course, Tottenham was the game where he scored that screamer. Southampton, he scored the game before then again. But for the most part, fucking shite. Absolute fucking waste of space. It's not great. And I know people say not to look at stats, but there comes a part of, you know, being an attacking player. If you have not scored or assisted in fucking any games, what are you doing? What's your purpose? I actually hate when people focus on, you know, on stats, but like you look at a player like Sancho, and that's all that he really is. There's no other. I don't look at him anymore and think like, whoa, there's a bit of talent there, isn't he? Here it comes, a couple of step overs. Can't wait for him to score a screamer here. Crosses it in, shite. He's just a bit shit. Great ball, Achimpong. If he can square it, he can't in time. Perfect game for him tonight. Yeah, because they're shit. You'll get people debating. I guarantee you. Even if he got a hat trick today, you'd have people debating. I'm like, after Sancho's hat trick today in the semi-final, sending us through to the final, do you now think that secures that we're going to buy him? And it's like, if a fucking I could score a hat trick against fucking DJURGARDEN, for Christ's sake. I want to see him do stuff in bigger games. Good chance, headed over the bar. Betis over the bar. Were they throwing celery? Dewsbury Hall, Cucurella, Reggie Walsh, fouled. Oh, that's not a very nice tackle either. Opinions on the new Pope? Has he been announced? Or have they been announced? I don't, it might be can you have a female Pope? Don't know. American? New Pope. The new Pope. That's John Malkovich. I don't think that's Conclave elects Cardinal Robert Prevost. Cardinal Robert Prevost. How old is he? 69. That's got to be the youngest fucking Pope in history. Pope Francis was how old? 88. Christ, he wasn't that old. I mean, 88's old. But I was expecting Pope Francis to be like 95 years old. Here's Sancho. So is this guy, where's he from? Born in Chicago, Illinois. Pope Leo. Oh, he's got like a proper... Wait, was Pope Francis' name not actually Francis? His name was George Mario Bergoglio. Bergoglio? What the fuck? I just assumed it was Pope and then last name. So, is there like a foot bin or foot whiz for popes where you can see like their potential and what, you know, where he's going to rank in terms of poping? Because in terms of popage, it's got to be he's got to be like the you know the Lamine Yamal of popes. You know, 69 years old as a pope is quite young, no? I'm standing at the bar with Trevor Chalabella. They're throwing their tickets. That guy is doing the Nazi salute. Don't know if anyone saw that. Corner comes in, easy save. We are not exactly, I wouldn't say struggling, but 15 minutes. We've not looked amazing. They pick a Catholic name after the Pope thing. I just always assumed it was Pope and then last name of the geese, you know? Has a Pope ever been referred to as a geese before? So, I swear Pope Francis wasn't even in it for that long. When was he Pope? John Paul was at 2001. 2005. Pope John Paul II. I suppose he must have been. 2013. All right. I'm struggling to read his Wikipedia page. What's his honours? How many trophies has he won? Yeah, his John Paul II's got to be one of the big boys, isn't it? Fucking Jesus. John Paul II was made Pope in 1978. Until 2005. My God. Not to blaspheme, you know, just... Then it was 2013 to 2025 for Pope Francis was in a... He was a bit of a Graham Potter, wasn't he? He wasn't in for very long. Chelsea, easy win, 4-0 on aggregate. I mean, so far, I wouldn't necessarily agree. DJURGARDEN fans just mad that tons of them got denied entry to Westview. Did they have Westview? They obviously wouldn't because that's not for away fans. Did a load of them get some snide tickets? Here is Dewsbury Hall. Would you keep Maresca if we got Champions League but lost in the final? I mean, it's oh, fucking hell, James. It's one of the possibilities that hasn't really been addressed that much, you know. I'm unsure. Dewsbury Hall is onside. Gusto. 0-0 in the other game as well. James has had a couple of stinky moments in the last couple of minutes. I've got to be honest. Poor pass from him, and he's just lost the ball unnecessarily. And DJURGARDEN here on a counter-attack of sorts. Dealt with well. He'll be gone by Christmas. At 73 likes on the stream. We're getting through the numbers. If we can get to 100 likes soon, that would be amazing. Here's Reggie Walsh, cross corner ball. Let's try and get to 100 likes soon, people. It's a corner ball for Betis. A goal for them would take them 3-1 up. Oh. Is that being checked for a penalty? Should be a handball there. They've gotten away with that, I fear. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what happens with Esteval and with Andre Santos. Andre Santos, for me, has to start. He has to be a player next season for us. James with a deep cross and wins a corner ball. Fiorentina just over the bar. Need some goals. Jesus Christ. Are there any goals in the other games? 0-0 in the other games too. 4 0-0s. My God. Be a big achievement. We'd be the first club in English history to win every single trophy that there is available. Although it's kind of those like City. Do you think City or fucking Liverpool want to win the Conference League? Probably not. But the difference is with us compared to like Arsenal and Tottenham and United and all that sort of stuff is whenever we've been in the Europa League, we've won it. And this is our first time in the Conference League. So if we win this, we've won it our first time of asking. We have a tendency to win trophies the first time of asking, you know? So with one game to go, we'd also be the first to win all 3 of the European Cups. We would, yeah. I mean, that's what everyone's been saying for the longest time. But it's just dawned on me that we'd be the first English club to have won every single possible cup that there is. Looks like another corner ball to Fiorentina. Real Betis. Real Betis' kit is fucking class, by the way. They've got a proper retro style kit this season. Oh, cleared off the line! Oh my God! What a chance for Fiorentina to equal it there. Off the line twice. Betis now 2v2. Counter-attack is on. This is looking dangerous. And it's a great save. Corner ball. Do people class the Club World Cup as an actual proper important competition or not? I mean, the original format, it was something that you would have to have won either the Europa League or the Champions League to be a part of. So it took a lot to get there. It's never really been classed as a super important fixture. However, this time around, it's now a proper tournament. I mean, if we win it by some fucking miracle, I'll be very happy. Because there are some big teams in it. Club World Cup. You know, PSG, Atletico, Bayern. Obviously, us teams. So in Europe, it's Chelsea, Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern Munich, PSG, Inter Milan, Porto, Benfica, Borussia Dortmund, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, and Salzburg. So our likelihood, our chances of winning it, very slim indeed. But I will be doing all the watch-alongs for it. Bet your bottom bippy. I'll be live every single match day for a watch-along for a given game on the day. So do join me. Why Benfica and Salzburg? Benfica are in it because they are the 7th best ranked eligible team in the UEFA 4-year ranking. And Salzburg are the 9th best ranked eligible team in the UEFA 4. So it's, I don't really understand what the fuck, but that's what it says. 25 minutes played here, and this game has been as fucking boring as you would believe it to have been if you were to guess beforehand what it would be like. DJURGARDEN. They're going for it. Man, these Chelsea fans must be so pissed off. Like, this game should be a walkover. We beat these fuckers 4-1 away on an artificial pitch in the freezing fucking cold. 25 minutes, and they can't get a sniff. You've got one of Mount's and Havertz's kits, but you can't wear them anymore. I would burn them, mate. Well, not burn them, but I'd take the names off the back. All played out wide. Fuck me. I might go to bed. This is awful. Body of shield. Achimpong. Oh. Sancho. Walsh. Someone's tweeted saying there are DJURGARDEN fans literally all around the stadium. East and West Upper, never seen anything like this, not even trying to hide it. Dewsbury Hall! So how have they managed that? Who? Declan Rice said we've done the whole season without 5 or 6 of our best players. Who? Who have they missed out of? Is he talking about Havertz as one of them? Fuck me. Kukurea. Achimpong. Oh, if someone in any of the games could score a fucking goal, that would be great. My good God. The final is on the 28th of May. So in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks yesterday. James. Badia Shield, Kukurea, back to James, Achimpong. They bought memberships after they got through and bought tickets. What do you mean they bought memberships? Memberships haven't been on sale for fucking months. Unless you mean that they bought memberships to Chelsea just in the hopes that one day we'd actually play them. A final on a Wednesday. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you're in Europa League or Conference League. The Europa League final's the week before ours. In what world does it make sense that the Conference League is second? Tyreek George, Reggie Walsh looking to get in. Why on earth would they do the Europa League first, then the Conference League? Oh my God, this is shite. They're on sale. I think the tickets were probably on general sale. Oh, it's a fantastic goal! Anthony with yet another absolute fucking screamer. Has just scored a free kick from about 40 fucking yards out. What is that guy on? 3-1 on aggregate. What a weird guy. Anthony, it's an absolutely beautiful free kick off the side of the post and into the back of the net. Spin merchant. So much spin on that ball. I'm not comfortable playing Betis, I'll be honest with you. I'm really not comfortable playing Betis. I think on a given day, on a one-off game, I think Betis could do us, you know. If Anthony's on form. Man United are 1-0 down. Unreal. Rafa Benitez is in the stands for some fucking weird reason. I know, I was a bit exaggeratory, but so free kick to Chelsea in a strange position. Oh no, in fact, it's a corner ball. I could have sworn Gusto was fouled, but he's not. Crossed in. You'd think one goal and it's done. James, chest down. Nicely done. Out wide. Sancho. So what's that now? Is that 3-2 or 3-1? It's 3-1. Did United win 3-0? Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, because they had a player sent off, didn't they? He knows exactly what we need. Yeah, Walsh has been decent. Walsh has been decent. Good to see him get a goal today. I really would be very happy for him. 16 years of age. Can you believe it? 86 likes on the stream. 14 away from 100s. Considering the numbers are very low today with the views. We're doing very well. We're doing very well indeed. So thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Fiorentina with a goal back. 1-1. Game on. Game on. Corner comes in. It's a glancing header. Keeper absolutely nowhere near it. It's 2-3 on aggregate. DJURGARDEN could be in here. 2v3. Cucurella tracking back nicely. It's an instant response from Fiorentina. Man, TNT are so slow with their goal updates. I've only just been... They've only just told us about the Betis goal, but then had to tell us that Fiorentina have just equalised. Achimpong. George. Achimpong. James. Fucking hell. This is such boring shit we're playing today. It's obvious that it's because they don't care and they know we're done, so they don't want to like overexert themselves, because obviously a lot of these players will be thinking, I want a chance to play in the final. You best believe that none of these players are playing in the final. Maybe James. Maybe Jorgensen. Maybe Sancho. The rest of them, not a fucking chance. I'm not worried about the team we've put out, because I want us fully rested. I want all of our key players rested for Newcastle. But, my God, you would think that they'd try and score. There's no intensity at all. It's proper half-assed play. Sorry, hello, Steve, mate. Forgot to say hello. Here's Dewsbury. Oh, let it in. 1-0. Fantastic finish. I was praising Kiernan Dewsbury Hall before the game, saying that he's been one of the standout people in this tournament for Chelsea, and he's just gone and scored. 1-0, 5-1 on aggregate. It's game over. Chelsea are in the final. Hey, 10 o'clock. And the crowd go mild. But it's a fantastic goal. Tyreek George with the assist. Dewsbury Hall does a lot of the work. He does a lot of the work, but it's a brilliant ball through by Tyreek George, nevertheless. There you go. Dewsbury Hall has had more minutes in the Conference League than any other Chelsea player. DJURGARDEN players are arguing. Just over the bar from Betis. They'll, at the moment, be heading in at half-time. 3-2 on aggregate. Chelsea 5-1. Could we see a late surge and comeback from DJURGARDEN? It's unlikely. I'm here to tell you right now, it's very unlikely. Oh dear, it's unlikely. And the floodgates could well have opened. Dewsbury Hall hat-trick? Who says no? Achimpong. Fouled. Don't necessarily think that there was a foul there. I could be wrong. Oh, Betis have just hit the bar. It's theirs to lose. It is theirs to lose. De Gea in goal for Fiorentina. Fucking news to me. Forgot what happened to him. I was wondering where he was. Free kick. James and Dewsbury Hall over the ball. My hair looks like De Gea. I don't really know what's going on with it today. It's a bit of a mess. Bit of a nest. Who would you rather face? Fiorentina, personally. Ooh, quick little feet there from whoever that is. Damage control at this point for DJURGARDEN, who are playing very slow football. Three minutes to play, 92 likes on the stream. Make sure you do like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. A Newcastle-Chelsea preview out tomorrow. I'll also be live for the watch-along for Bournemouth versus Aston Villa on Saturday. And then, of course, for the big one, Newcastle versus Chelsea. Ooh. On Sunday. Harry, you look a lot thinner with the of Betis. Fiorentina have just scored, or is that they've scored? Fiorentina with a goal! 3-3 on aggregate, 2-1 on the night. Unbelievable scenes. I thought I was watching a replay. Wow. Well, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. 3-3 on aggregate. Who we play is very much still up to be decided. Is that Areola in goal? No. Look like Areola. What a game. Thank God we're watching that at the same time. Here's Dewsbury Hall. If we can get another one before half-time, that would be great. If you could play him down the right-hand side, that would be amazing. It's too late. However, it's Tyreek George. Dewsbury Hall's in the middle. So is Reggie Walsh. He was open. Ah! Man, Walsh was so open in the middle. But Lobsang saying, Harry, you look a lot thinner without the legendary beard, or did you lose weight? Both. I've lost a shitload of weight, but I've also lost the beard. Anto, mate, I'm sending you my best wishes, mate. My dad fell over in the bath once and broke his ribs right before we played Bayern Munich in the Champions League final in 2012. So he couldn't celebrate that hard because he broke his ribs. So I understand what you're going through, mate. I hope you're all right. Hoping that you have a very speedy recovery. And that's half time. That is half time. 1-0 to Chelsea, 5-1 on aggregate. How much weight did you lose in the end? I've lost 40 pounds, which is In kilos, that's about 18 and a half kilos. Or if you do it in stone, it's 2 stone, 12.6. So a lot. A fair amount. In just about 115 days, I think it's been. But there we go, half time. I'm worried that I'm going to shit myself, so I might have to run off any minute now. My stomach is doing somersaults and I am sweating. So I might have to go at some point to sort that out. Oh dear. Oh God. Oh, I might have to go. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Hang on. Let's see if it turns itself around. I don't think it will. I'm going to go and have a push. I'll be back in about 5 minutes' time. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Have a cup of tea. Pint. Whatever. I'll see you in just a few minutes' time. That's not the right game. I'm going to put the thing on. Hang on. Don't leave me. Do come back. I'll be here. I promise. See ya. Oh. Oh. That's one of those ones where you feel sorry for the toilet afterwards. Jesus Christ. That was... I contemplated leaving it there. I contemplated ending the stream before... Oh. I'll tell you what. It was a close call as well. It was a close call. Sounds like you painted the shit out of it. I kind of wish I did. But sadly not. It was a bit of a false alarm, but oh man, I was up at 3 o'clock this morning with stomach pains. Like proper like cramps. And even then, nothing really came of it. Post-poop clarity is an elite feeling. It's certainly a weird feeling. Oh man. Well, if there's a game that could be cut short without it really mattering, it's this one. We've won it. We've done already. I'm more so concerned what happens in the game between Fiorentina and Betis, but man, that was painful. I doubt you'll get that much clarity or that much honesty with a lot of people who do watch-alongs or stream in general of like the fact that they have got the shits. But I can confirm I don't have the shits. I don't know what happened there. I got really hot and sweaty just everywhere. And it was one of those where I was like, I am about to shit myself on camera. And I can confirm that did not happen in the end. So, crisis averted. However, like I say, if I have to end the stream, I did see. It's absolutely mental what's going on. I'm unsure what the issue. Like we've corporate and season ticket holders have sold their tickets to away fans. I'm assuming Fiorentina's stadium is a fucking shithole, by the way. Jesus, are they even? Oh man, my stomach's going again. Oh. Fuck me. It's just not something you can hide, you know? I'm going to have to go again. Anthony might dunk on us in the final. Oh. Get the clean underwear ready. Fucking hell, I might die. This is so painful. I'm going to have to open a window or something. Oh, of course the dog's barking outside. Oh. It wasn't even like I had a big one waiting to go. So it's Harry Maguire who gave the ball away in that game. Oh, it's some goal. It is some goal. Fucking hell, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go and try again. I'll be right back. Fuck me. Send help. Send help. Please. I've got nothing left. Oh, please. Oh my God. I knew something wasn't right. I knew something wasn't right. Oh my God. Oh. Jesus. What's the time? I'll be honest with you. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Eat a banana. Fucking hell. I had some chicken burgers for lunch. It must be that. It must have been that. I mean, I'd fucking hope I don't have to go again. And they were a couple of days out of date, in fairness. Well, it was chicken mince. They weren't. I made them into chicken burgers. They went out of date 2 days ago. And I think I've just realised that they absolutely were out of date. But I didn't want to waste. You know, waste not, want not. Oh, man. So it just started off normal. It just started up normal, and I was just like, oh, come on, like, what? Why is my stomach hurt this much? And then I just started to hear, I could hear my stomach going, and I was just like, something's going to happen. And then just, whoa, just absolute, that's one of those ones where it's just like, whoa. And I was like, fucking Jesus Christ. Needless to say, it was a double flush. It did require 2 flushes. And I'll tell you now, it was not solid in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to have to close the window now. Man, I feel so uncomfortable right now. Oh. Absolute hell. Absolute hell. Anyway, the game continues. Life goes on. I've just lost about 30 pounds. And DJURGARDEN have a corner ball. The older I get, the more often I get the trots. Oh, good chance for DJURGARDEN. And into the side netting. Something for you to look forward to. Mate, I've been someone who shits so much. I'm such a shitter. You know when people say someone's chronically online if they're on their phone so much? I'm that, but for being on the toilet. I'm just always shitting. And, you know, there's a little fact about me. I don't have, what's the condition people have when they like shit so much, or they, not piles. IBS, I guess. Is it Crohn's? Crohn's disease. Crohn's disease is a chronic inflammatory bowel disease that can affect part of the digestion, but most commonly is small characterized as key aspects. Chronic inflammation. Yeah. Does it make you shit? Diagnosis is possible. I don't know if it's that. I probably do have IBS though. I must be honest. The slightest thing that can cause an upset to me, and it's just an absolute game changer of a day. You know, it's just a ruin your night sort of situation. All that, yeah. What was it? I had some leftover mince, beef mince, and leftover chicken mince that was unopened. It wasn't opened already. And I thought, why not make a chicken beef burger? As tasty as it was, I don't think it was good. You know? I'll just end the game. Yeah. I mean, with beef, I feel like you can go a couple of days before it's out properly, but I should have known better to eat bad chicken or out of date chicken, you know. That's my bad. That's on me. That's I should have known better. If any new people come into this chat, I should probably take the pinned comment off. Stinks so bad. Oh man, it was so bad. Still 2-1 in the other game, 3-3. I'm very depleted I'm so tired suddenly. I'm drinking me fluids though. Probably not something I need. I think I've only ever had the shits once, one other time on stream. And that was in the old flat, so it's been a while. Here's Tyreek George. Give us something to fucking cheer about. Oh. Flush out your system. This has got to be the most boring game of the season. In terms of, it means so much because it's a semi-final in a fucking European Cup, for Christ's sake, for a place in the final. But all the same, good God, it means absolutely nothing because we're already there. It's so funny though, isn't it? That like, Dante, don't worry, mate. You've not missed out on much. I've been gone for the last 15 minutes having a shit. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it at all. It feels like one of the opening games. What was I going to say? We should never be in this competition ever again. No. Honestly, if we don't win it and then we don't qualify for even the Europa League by some fucking miracle or some reason, oh mate, Stephen, I would, but if I sing that, I might shit myself. So I've got to be careful. I'm standing at the bar. It was worth the risk with Trevor Chalobah. It was risky, mate. It was risky business. But it's so funny, isn't it, that and they're DJURGARDEN, Tyreek George, who was offside anyway. How has he not scored there? Not only that, I don't understand how he's not scored. But so many of these players who have played in this tournament so much are just not going to play. If Dewsbury Hall doesn't start at least, I'll be like, oh, come on. He's played every single game. Easily our best player in the Conference League. How has he missed that? Surely, I mean, he's offside. I was going to say, surely that's a penalty, but it's not. I've never seen a player guzzle water as much as Dewsbury Hall was doing just then. Yes, you are, mate. Glenn, you're on the list twice. Look. Glenn and Optimus Glenn. Sounds like a transformer, but it's just Glenn. I think I'll skip the review after this game. I'll be honest with you. I need to go to bed. It's taken it out of me. Fuck me. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Do you know what happens to chicken mince that gives me the shits? Do you know what happens when little pulverized bits of chicken want to give me diarrhea midstream? Chicken mince. You just made the list. Top of the list. Top of the list. Above Luke. Above Luke of all people as well. That's how you know it's bad. Oh my God. I want to sleep. I'm so tired suddenly. If we win the Conference League, we will be the only club to have lifted every single major trophy. Arsenal will never sing that. Well, that's got quite the ring to it, that song. There's an announcement going off. You should be on the list for cooking gone off chicken. I mean, it happens. Like I say, it was there. It was about half a kilo of it as well, and I ate all of it. 500 grams of gone off chicken mince. Very nice. Until it wasn't. Fiorentina, Paul. I know you're asking, and you've probably not been here, but I've been saying Fiorentina. Just feel as though they are the better team. Not the better team, but the better team suited to us. I don't want to play against Betis. I just do not want to play against Betis. I think it'd be a nightmare. I think Anthony would be on smoke. He'd be absolutely fucking so good against us. DJURGARDEN with a chance. Fuck me, they're so shit. Fuck's sake. Tottenham have scored. Great noise by their fans. They're everywhere. I just don't understand how we can have a complete... I mean, it's not by no means... Are they just singing Chelsea, 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 Chelsea? And they're still getting outsung. Our home support is fucking abysmal. Dewsbury Hall puts it wide. Fiorentina nearly with a third there. Had an unfortunate experience with some dodgy prawns once. I think we all have, mate. It's never pretty. It's never good. It's never a fun night when you've had dodgy fish. I'm trying to think what's worse, dodgy chicken or dodgy fish. It's got to be dodgy fish. So Tottenham are definitely in the final now. I can't see Bodo Glimt scoring 4 goals now. 3 goals to tie it up. Dodgy fish has got to be the worst. I think the worst has gone. Like I say, I had stomach cramps at 3 o'clock in the morning this morning, and nothing really happened. Nothing really came of it, you know. Couple of little, you know, bits here and there, but, you know, it was for the most part quite normal. And then nothing all day. Nothing all day. And now I've been sat here. Suddenly, just beads of sweat generating on my forehead, on my brow. And that's when you know. When you get the cold sweat. That sweat where you're not even hot. You get kind of chilly, but you're like, oh God. You're like, oh. And your perspiration's out of control and all sorts, and you're clammy but cold. You know it's not going to go well. You know it's not going to end well for you. Here's Shimahaka. Free kick. Fucking end it. Sancho off. Chalobah and Antwi. Standing at the bar with Trevor Chalobah. A late burst for Athletic Club in the last 20 minutes would be a welcome thing. However, would you rather Tottenham face Athletic Club or Man United? Who has a better chance of beating Tottenham? It's got to be United, surely. And the only thing that I can say about if Tottenham went on to win it is that United would never live it down. They would never, ever live it down. United, the team to give Tottenham their first, or not just their first, but a European Cup. Would be next level embarrassment. Tottenham haven't won a cup since 2005, I think. Oh, what a shot. Or was it 2015? I think it's 2015. Tottenham. Even typing their name just, ugh. They've got the most stupid badge as well to, like, do graphics for, because it's just so long. Two 2007-8 was the last time they won a trophy. It's been so long. And then to win their first cup, and it's a European Cup, and it's against United, man. That is embarrassing. Moises Keane coming in. Fiorentina game is kicking off. It's getting rowdy. Tottenham scored again, have they? 2-0. What's that? 5-1 now? The amount of goals scored in all of the legs. Crazy. Betis could be in here now. Shot save. Antwi. Walsh. Chalaba. That's never a foul! Absolutely never a foul. And Man United have just scored as well. So there we go. It is Man United versus Tottenham in the final. I will be doing a Europa League final watch along for that. Hopefully I don't have the shits for it, but it's Tottenham, Manchester United in the final. And like I say, the final is on the 21st. So in 2 weeks' time, I'll be live. 2 weeks' time. And Mickey Mount with the goal. What a name that is, by the way. Chris Tacos. Is that actually your last name, Tacos? Mick, get that shit out of it. Fucking come here spreading that shit. And Chris Tacos. Why is there so many Spurs fans in here? That, we've got Pete. That's 3 Tottenham fans. Fifteen fucking minutes of this shit to go. I mean, you're not wrong. Taco, what a name. That is a fantastic name. Chris Taco. Isco. Chance for Betis. Wide. Yeah, that is... Tottenham are literally playing and you're coming on on this chat to come and tell me that Tottenham are in the final. To do is to dare. Is it not to dare is to do? To do is to dare? What? That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Tottenham. To do is to dare. No. It's to dare is to do. To fucking dare. To do is to dare. So that makes no fucking sense, you idiots. And that's not even me knowing Tottenham's slogan. That's just using fucking... That's just me being literate, you know? That's just me knowing fucking grammar. To do is to dare. You can't do to dare. You have to dare to do. It's a shit motto, yeah, you're absolutely right. Because they dare all they like, but if you dare to do, at least do something. They do fuck all. Here's Achimpong. Oh, the goal's the other way. I know they're trying to get Reggie the fucking ball, but fuck off. Antwi. Careful, Antwi. Don't make a good tackle again and get booked. You don't want to make another really, really good tackle and then book you for absolutely no fucking reason. Isco with little bicycle kick. Do. Oh my God. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in today. Despite it being a bit of a shit show, excuse the pun. It's been a fucking boring game, to say the least. Come on, Fiorentina. It's all them at the moment. Predictions for the final? Well, if it's against Fiorentina, I think we'll do it. If it's against Betis, I worry. I do think we'll play our strongest 11 with either Jorgensen in goal, maybe Dewsbury Hall, because he's played every other. Fuck me, they're shit. Oh, for Tottenham United, I don't know. I feel like Tottenham might win it, you know. I just feel like Tottenham will do it. Hate to say it. United are shit. I know Tottenham are shit as well, but fuck me. So one of them's got to win, and I just feel like Tottenham will get a bit lucky on the day. Avenge the bad luck that they got against Liverpool all those years ago. I know, God forbid. I'll just blow the whistle. Let me go for fucking to bed. Jesus Christ. United have scored again. Two 2-1. One 0. Casemiro with the goal. $117 viewers and 117 likes. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Dewsbury Hall. In it comes. Antwi doesn't even jump for it. Chalaba. Good God, this is so bad. Nah, oh Jesus, nah. Oh, I think I need another shit. I won't lie to you. I can feel it coming. We might have to end it sooner rather than later. Seven minutes left. Plus, like, for some absurd reason, they'll do like 4 minutes additional time. Oh. A cork's just going to make it messier. It's going to make it way messier. Oh. Oh my God. Oh, this is going to be so bad. I know, I might have to sleep on the sofa tonight. Listen, the game's done. The game's done. I will say now, just in case, thank you very much for watching. Please do like the stream, subscribe. Oh, man. How far is the toilet? From the bedroom, it's down the hallway. From here, it's a little bit further. Oh. Oh. Is it really that serious? If you fucking saw what I just produced at halftime, you'd be shocked that I'm even here in the first place. It's one of those ones where I could chance it and it could be a fart, but realistically, we all know it ain't. My bumhole knows it ain't just a fart. Oh. Out of principle, I want to try and see this through. Oh, the time's going so slow. It's, oh. This watch-along has just become a watch Harry writhe around in agony, trying to keep in a poo. Fiorentina might have a penalty here. Oh. You're wearing the wrong colour shorts to risk a fart. Could you see me leaving? I was hunched over with... My stomach was in so much pain. 3-1 to United. It's one of those games as well. Like, if it was a fucking... If it was like an absolute goal fest, I'd be more like, oh, I don't want to miss any potential goals here. But the players aren't even fucking trying. The game is shit. It was more entertaining being in the toilet than it was watching this. Chalobah. I'm amazed that there's over 100 people still here. I don't think I've spoken about the game in so long, and it's literally me just hunched over trying not to shit myself. If that doesn't show that you guys are here for me and not for the game, then I don't know what else says it. You know, I appreciate the support, guys. You guys are the real ones. You're here through all the shit, literally. The live follow through. 2 minutes to go. If he adds on 10 minutes, I'm fucking dipping. You can kiss my shitty ass goodbye. Is it an 8 o'clock kickoff, the game? Amar, wetting my pants is not the issue. It's quite the opposite. It's an 8 o'clock kickoff. Oh. Soiling. Backwards, sideways, and sideways and backwards. Jesus, I know, mate. It's so fucking boring, isn't it? Oh, what's he doing there? Moise Keane has just absolutely lost his head. And has chased a player about 15 yards and pulled his shirt from behind and just gone like that. He's absolutely lost his head. How's that not a red card? Cold is worse? Which is worse, warm and moist or cold and moist? What? Oh, kill me. 2 minutes of additional time. It's not the end of the world. I think I'm going to be okay. I don't think I'll be going in the office tomorrow, if this is what I'm like. I'll tell you that much. Oh. Here is Gusto. Big storming run here. What a run! Gusto! Tipped over the bar. That's more like it. You got work tomorrow? I do, mate. I do. Na 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 na. Fiorentina! Oh my word, off the line. What is that? What the fuck is that emoji that you've just posted there? Is that two people with their trousers down? With their asses pressed and pooing at the same time? It looks like two people hunched over with their asses touching. I thought in the context of things... Oh, you're right. It is. It is. But it absolutely looks like... It looks like two people like this. They're just like that. You can tell I've got one thing on my mind, and that is the toilet. The toilet's calling my name. And there goes the full-time whistle. Chelsea are through to the Champions League. Oh, sorry, the Conference League final. We've got a date with either Fiorentina and Real Betis. I've got a date with the toilet seat. It's been a long time coming. Thank you very, very much for tuning in for as long as you have. Despite my various issues that I've had in this game, I appreciate the fact that you've stuck with me through thick and, in my context, very, very thin. Chelsea through to the Conference League final will replace either Fiorentina or Real Betis. I will give you the coverage, of course, the 28th of May, 8 o'clock kickoff. I'll be here. You'll be here. It'll be a great day, no doubt. Nothing tomorrow except a Newcastle-Chelsea preview. On Sunday, I will be live for Bournemouth versus Aston Villa. And finally, for this week, Newcastle versus Chelsea. Until then, couldn't give a bollocks who we face at this point. I'm going to watch the game whilst I'm on the toilet. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Enjoy your Friday and enjoy your weekend. I will see you on Saturday. If not, I will see you on Sunday. See you later.